What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going through another one of the threads. Pretty much today's thread that I'm going through is let's hear everyone's current top 5 fragrances. So yeah, this is a Facebook group that all they talk about is fragrances. And I thought it would be an interesting video to see how everyone's top 5 correlates. Seeing a lot of the top 5s, no one matches my top 5 or gets as many in my top 5. There's a fragrance here that's in my top 5 that nobody else mentioned, but we'll get to my top 5 at the end. My current top 5, but my top 5 is always changing. I feel like my top 5, maybe the top 3 stay pretty consistent though. So let's get started. Ashraf says number 1 is Boadicea Green Sapphire. Number 2 is Picovaya Dama. Number 3 is Fragrance Small as the Moon. Number 4 is Paper Label Enigma Parfum. Number 5 is Outlands. There's going to be a lot of Outlands in this video. Have I sprayed Outlands on my skin? I don't think so, but I just don't really care about it. I've smelled it a few times. I don't remember what it smells like too specifically, but I just remember I don't really care about it too much. All right, Eric says number 1 is Aventus, number 2 is Lamentate, number 3 is Brompton Extrait, number 4 is Halfeti, and number 5 is ATH Unicorn. Halfeti I've been enjoying. I've smelled it a few times. If I ever find a really good deal on Halfeti, I might just go ahead and buy it. Number 2 or whatever, Jose says number 1 is Lafayette Street. That's also a good one. Number 2 is Baccarat 540 Extrait. Number 3 is Meteor. Number 4 is Boadicea Victorious Neiman Marcus 1907. And number 5 is Baldea Freaks Absolute. Then we got Peter, Rock Rose, Absolute Aventus, Virgin Island Water, Mojave Ghost Absolute, and Imagination. That's for Virgin Island Water to make it up there. Interesting. Robert, number 1 is Cargo de Nuit. Don't know what that is. Number 2 is Sur La Route. 3 is MX by Eris. No idea what that is. 4 is Amorous Eau de Toilette. And number 5 is Opsis. He has a few that I don't even know what they are. Austin, number 1 is Boadicea Victorious the King. 2 is Grand Soir. 3 is ATH Slut, 4 is BR540 Extrait, and 5 is Crystal Saffron Eau de Parfum. Mob says number 1 is Addictive Vibration, number 2 is Jadoob, number 3 is Elap, number 4 is Valea, and number 5 is Indult. Kane, pretty cool name. This reminds me of the wrestler. Number 1 is Fougère d'Argent, 2 is Baby Cat, 3 is Millésime Imperial, 4 is Forever Love, 5 is Amorous Eau Extrait. Pretty good. Baby Cat, I like it, but I choked myself out with it, so I just have a bad memory with Baby Cat right now. I need to rewear it and have a good wearing, and not have that same wearing I had last time that I choked myself out, and I regretted it. All right, Zahir says number 1 is Boadicea the Victorious Blue Sapphire, Nishani Nefs, Guerlain's Habit Rouge Spirit, Frederic Mall's The Moon, and ATH Unicorn Elixir. Honorable mentions the A3 Philosophia, Ganymede, and Cuba. It says HJ Cuba. Unless they meant OJ Cuba, which is Ormond James Cuba. Haven't smelled it. Kenny says the Noir 29. That's a good one to be at the number 1 spot. It's pretty crazy. So number 1, the Noir 29. 2 is Bal Absolute. 3 is Lamentate. 4 is Lafayette Street. And 5 is Greenwich Village. Carson with a K says Imagination at the 1 spot. 2 is I Padrino. 3 is Greenlee. 4 is Grease Charnel Extrait. And 5 is Gold Wajan. Brian has Blonde Amber at the number 1 spot. Symphony at the number 2 spot. 3 ATH HCE Hard Candy Elixir. 4 is Absolute Aphrodisiac, and 5 is Baby Cat. That's another Baby Cat. Tyler, number 1 is Gucci Guilty Absolute. Number 2 is Meteor. Number 3 is Terre d'Hermès Eau de Toilette. Number 4 is Ebrac Blue Oud. Number 5 is DK Cashmere and Palo Santo. Adrian has Arabian Tonka at the number 1 spot, Black Noir at the number 2 spot, Reflection 45 at the number 3 spot, Ombre Nomad at the number 4 spot, and Oud Maracuja at the number 5 spot. This could definitely just help you see which fragrance people constantly put at their top 5. And maybe you're interested in one of those fragrances. You might pull the trigger just based off how many people have it on the top 5. Stephen Flores, number 7 at the 1 spot. Himalaya at the number 2 spot. Black Orchid at the number 3 spot. Don't know which one though. Number 4 is By Day Genevieve. And number 5 is Heron. I have not smelled any florist fragrances. I need to get my nose on some of those. Brian says Montebaco Intensivo at the number 1 spot. Lucius, number 2 spot. 3 is Sultani. 4, Imagination. Night of Love at the number 5 spot. I have no idea what Night of Love is. Thomas has Meteor at the number 1 spot. Narcotic Delight at the number 2 spot. Liquid Brun at the number 3 spot. Aventus Cologne at the number 4 spot. And Imagination at the number 5 spot. Liquid Brun, I think that's the clone. I believe that's a clone. Okay. To each their own. There's me. I'll talk about mine at the end. Hasib, currently. He says currently, can change tomorrow. Number 1 is Aventus, mainly the 2019 to 2010 batches. La Nuit de l'Homme, the vintage version. Bois de Ciudad Victoria Celestial 2018. Afternoon Swim, and Orage, because the dry down is where it's at. I do like Orage. I don't think I would buy a bottle of it though, at least not for retail price. Dalton says at the number 1 spot it's Meteor. 2 is Hautane. 3 is ATH Notorious. 4 is Castly. 5 is Blonde Amber. Andrew's number 1 is Aventus Cologne. 2 is Blonde Amber. 3 is Imagination. 4 is San Diego. 5 is Royal Oud. Josh really likes his ATH fragrances. Number 1 spot's going to be Carlisle pre-reformulation. 2 is Slut by ATH. Number 3 is Slut Elixir. Number 4 is Paradise. I'm assuming that's Angel Share's Paradise. And number 5 is Onyx Extreme or Oud from ATH. So that's 3 out of 5 ATH fragrances. Irwin, number 1 is Stronger With You, absolutely. 2 is Beau de Jour. 3 is Boss Bottled Absolute. 4 is Imagination. And 5 is Bois Imperial. I did smell Bois Imperial the other day. I think it is pretty decent fragrance. Mark has Interlude at the number 1 spot. Ombre Nomad at the number 2 spot. Intense to Drop Boisé at the number 3 spot. Royal Tobacco at the number 4 spot. And Eau de Oud at the number 5 spot. Royal Tobacco is a fragrance that I've been saying I'm going to get a bottle of for like the last 2 years. I've smelled it and I do really enjoy it every time. I just have not purchased a bottle. Steve has Nefs, Monkey Special, Altair, Hibiscus Mahajad, and Outlands. Another Outlands. Pierre, Imagination at the number 1 spot. Jadoub at the number 2 spot. Tartile Silver at the number 3 spot. I've never heard of that one. Onyx Extreme at the number 4 spot. And Lyric Man at the number 5 spot. I do regret getting rid of my Lyric Man. I wish I would have never done it. I definitely have to get that one back in the collection at some point. Antoine, number 1 spot is WAW or Wow. I've never heard of that one. 2, Oud Maliki. I've heard good things about that one from Neil. 3 is Garden of Treasures. I've never heard of that one. 4 is Sarah, and that's Fragrance du Bois. And 5 is Jubilation 40. Jubilation 40 is fantastic. Nick, number 1 spot is Absolute Aventus. Number 2 is Imagination. 3 is Ultramol. 4 is Naxos. 5 is Lafayette Street. A lot of Lafayette Streets. Adam, number 1 is Heritage. Number 2 is Vintage Green Irish Tweed. Number 3 is Sycamore Eau de Toilette. Number 4 is Diorome Intense Vintage, and number 5 is Italian Cypress. That's a pretty good 5. Heritage by Fragrance du Bois. I've never smelled. I'm assuming it's Fragrance du Bois, unless it's Heritage, like Heritage from Guerlain. Not too sure. Dalton Imagination at the number 1 spot. Aventus Cologne at the number 2 spot. Symphony at the number 3 spot. L'Immensité at the number 4 spot. And Paradise Garden at the number 5 spot. To have some bangers, pretty much like Aventus Cologne and then 3 Louis Vuittons and then just throw a JPG fragrance in there. Insane. And then David Elysium at the number 1 spot, Symphony at the number 2 spot, Molecule 1 at the number 3 spot, Bois Imperial at the number 4 spot, and number 5, another 13. This guy likes to not smell his fragrances, at least from his Molecule 1 and another 13. He might, well, I'm just messing around, he might be able to smell his. Molecule 1 doesn't really have a scent to me, but all I have is a sample. And I haven't really worn the sample too much. I've never worn it by itself, though. I've only tested it on my skin and then just, like, taking it off or whatever. But let's go back to mine. My current 5. Leave it down in the comments below if you think you can guess it before I start. I'll give you 5 seconds. I'll give it a little bit more time. You know what? Before my camera overheats, right now what I have sprayed on my skin, scent of the day, Roja's Manhattan. On the back of my hand, Apex Parfum Pour Homme on my wrist. Apex Eau Intense, back of this hand. Roja's Diaghilev, and on my wrist, Amber Oud from Roja. So pretty much have 5 different Rojas on right now. But let's see. My top 5 right now is number 1, Viking. Number 2, Aventus. Number 3, Tuxedo. Number 4, Imagination. Number 5, Jubilation 25. That is my top 5 as of right now. Well, when I posted this, this could change. This is just off the top of my mind, fragrances that I really enjoy. If I wanted to go through all my fragrances, it would be a completely different thing. Let me know what your top 5 is in the comments down below. Please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.